And so in my mind at the time, this was no different than all the other weird stuff I send to my fans as a joke. Now, in hindsight, I see how completely stupid of me. I should have never sent that. I don't know what part of my brain was missing at the time that I thought, oh, this is a normal, silly thing to do. I should have realized and recognized how dumb that was and never sent it to him, no matter how much he asked.
The controversy went quiet, but recently, more members of that group chat would come out against Colleen. And for a couple weeks, she was quiet, but a week ago, she came out with a video called Hot. This video was pretty terrible. To speak about the allegations, Colleen picked up a ukulele and started to sing and play it as she spoke about the drama at hand. She stated that she did overshare when she was younger because she wanted to be a cool aunt at a party, one that wanted to be close to her community. She'd then go on to state that this was a toxic misinformation hate train and the people that were involved were just manipulating the situation to make her look like a horrible person. She also states in some of the chorus that she shouldn't be killed. Not she shouldn't be killed, but somebody shouldn't be killed for it. So I'm guessing she's attempting to play the suicide card on her side.
So let's go on the toxic gossip train. The locomotive's fueled with hateful accusations. The toxic gossip train. Steamroll over someone's reputation. Toxic gossip train. Hop on board but close your eyes, otherwise you'll realize the train is made of lies and that person you despise maybe didn't deserve to die, but hey. In all seriousness, I do think it's really important to hold people accountable for mistakes. We should hope that everyone can learn from their mistakes and grow and change their behavior. And this is something that I've always tried to do when I make mistakes. It's something that I will continue to try to do. What? Oh, okay. Thought you wanted me to take accountability, but that's not the point of your mob mentality, is it? No. Your goal is to ruin the life of the person you despise while you dramatize your lies and monetize their demise. I feel like I can already hear the comments on this video. She's gaslighting, manipulating. Oh, she's a narcissist and a rat. I would never make a mistake like that. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize that all of you are perfect, so please criticize me. Bring out the daggers made from your perfect past and stab me repeatedly in my bony little. No one knew to harass. She did some things that I do not like in her past. So everybody gather around, cause we're about to attack, but not based on facts. Oh no. Your loaded lethal weapon is your fingers on the keys. You don't need any armor when you can hide behind a screen. So shoot me down quick, hit the click and bam. My reputation's deceased. I also wanted to take a minute to talk about that girl Miranda sings. You know the one. Get her? She's PG-13. It says that on my website, and it's always been that way. And that's why you won't find my videos on the YouTube Kids app. Anyway, I didn't realize it was my responsibility to decide what was appropriate for every kid to see. I've always relied on parents to decide if they're comfortable with their families watching my YouTube videos or coming to my live shows.
Now, after you just watched that clip, this was probably one of the worst apology videos ever posted to the internet. Not only did she disregard pretty much everything that was said by the people who came out against her, but she also painted the drama as misinformation and a hate train. This, I feel, discredits the minors who were involved and labels them as the aggressors, and she's just the victim who's getting unnecessary hate, but fails to provide any type of proof to even back her claims up. This video was perceived really negatively, but Colleen didn't care, and the video is still up even though it's been deemed one of the worst and most insensitive videos on the internet right now. But this has been the worst apologies on the internet. Which apology did you think was the worst? Let me know in the comments below. Also, let me know which video I should do next in the comments below. If you want to suggest a video idea, the best way to do so is by following me and DMing me on Instagram, or by joining the Discord. Both will be linked in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel to never miss any future uploads. Thank y'all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Imagine Imagine you're sitting on your couch or laying on your bed swiping away aimlessly on TikTok, and you stumble across a TikTok video of someone claiming to have terminal cancer. It tugs on your heartstrings because maybe you have some friends or family members who've had cancer in the past or currently are fighting against cancer, so you click on their profile to see how far along they are with their treatments. From there, you find out what form of cancer they have, but you also see a link to a GoFundMe account where you could donate money to this creator. The GoFundMe is for the medical bills because they can't afford to pay them, so being the generous person that you are, you donate to the GoFundMe account. But a couple weeks later, you start to see issues with the content this creator is uploading, and how these videos and explanations for their treatments are contradictory to one another. From their equipment that they are wearing to the story that they're explaining, it seems like something isn't adding up. And you start to realize that this is a big scam in order to make a bunch of money off of naive donators who've gotten taken advantage of and used to donate money to someone who never even had cancer in the first place. Today, we talk about the biggest scumbag on TikTok, and trust me, there's a lot of them on that platform. Like Ticks and Roses, who faked having Tourette's for donations and sympathy within the community, or Miles JJ, who faked having autism for donations to fund a new bicycle because his old one was supposedly stolen. But in the end, he stated that he made the whole story up and persona up just to see if it would work. These are just a few scammers on the TikTok platform who are willing to put their image aside to take advantage of unsuspecting victims to make a quick buck. Madison Russo is the most recent scammer who was exposed for her scheme. But unlike the other creators who I previously mentioned, she was one that received a lot of attention from the media and podcasts. She'd get so much attention that Madison was invited to speak in front of thousands for the National Pancreas Foundation. Now, like most people, you're probably wondering how elaborate was this scam, and how was it so easy to deceive these people who donated? Surely they'd understand that it was a scam right from the jump. Well, this big scam all starts in February of 2022. After finding out she had pancreatic cancer, Madison, who was 19 at the time of her diagnosis, started to post regular updates about her life and about her treatments. Starting in February, she'd post a status on Facebook stating, "This past week has been one that I don't want to relive for many reasons. After feeling sick and just off for a while, several lab work was ordered as well as a PET scan and bone marrow biopsy to figure out what was wrong." On Thursday, February 10th, I received a call from the oncologist at the University of Iowa saying that the PET scan revealed a tumor on the outside wall of my pancreas, and the bone marrow biopsy revealed the cells were cancerous. From there, I was informed that I had pancreatic neuroendocrine cancer. After meeting with the oncologist, I am currently in the process of freezing my eggs for future fertility use before chemo starts, and I will be starting chemo in pill form and radiation Monday to be on my way to being cancer-free. I would be lying if I didn't say I was not scared. In fact, I'm terrified. Anytime you hear the word cancer, it is gut-wrenching. Although I don't know what the future holds, I have to have faith, be patient, and have trust. I know God is giving me this trial for a reason, and He has prepared me. Now the battle starts. I'm ready to tackle this beast, attack, and show that cancer messed with the wrong person. This was a status of a seemingly strong person, someone who is going to fight as much as possible in order to live. And at first glance, it seemed legit. Shortly after this status, Madison will post another status saying that she would be posting life updates and video updates on how her treatments were going to show how strong she is. She'd post another update a month later stating that she was able to speak to students at St. Ambrose College, and she'd say, "Today I had the pleasure of meeting and speaking to admitted students and future Ambrosians at the College of Business at St. Ambrose. I was honored to share my story with students, their families, peers, faculty, and staff of my journey of battling cancer, and still being able to finish out my semester because of the supportive and loving culture that St. Ambrose has been giving me during this difficult time." This post was extremely positive, but people started to wonder how Madison could be going through chemo and radiation but still have a full head of hair. Madison would post a status during Easter weekend speaking about the vitamins she uses to keep her hair.
Pills. I take 2 every morning. So biotin, collagen, and keratin are crucial vitamins that are shown to help with like hair, skin, and nail growth. And it's by the brand Well Labs. It's a beauty complex. but you can go to welllabs.com or insurance on Amazon. But I've been taking these. I've noticed a huge difference with my hair too. So that's been another really great product I think that's helping. And then my last thing is I've been using Olaplex. So I've gotten into the Olaplex game. I've never used it, but I was like, I need something super, super good.
A week later, she'd have to update her supporters once again to state that her cancer was responding great with the chemo and radiation, but sadly the cancer spread to her blood. And along with the stage 2 pancreatic cancer, Madison would also be diagnosed with acute lymphoblastic leukemia. But these things didn't stop her. In fact, for some reason, it made her even stronger. A couple posts after this, she'd state that she got her dream internship with John Deere, and how she wasn't going to let a little cancer push her to the back burner, and how it was easy to put makeup on and fix her hair to make it to this interview. The post stated, I threw on a dress, said nothing a little makeup and hair tools can't fix, took my nausea meds, and rolled with it. When I got the call with the offer, ironically enough, I was sitting getting a blood transfusion. A good reminder that you can do the hard things in life, whether it is cancer or not. Cancer is not going to put me on the back burner for what I want to achieve, but instead will just be another chapter to my life. Now, in hindsight, this was one of the worst and most out of touch posts she could have ever posted to her Facebook account. It was not only tone deaf to the people who actually had cancer around this time, she also lied her way to an internship with John Deere. Now around this time, a GoFundMe account was created for Madison Russo, but to point out, it was created by someone named Tom Bolin. Now keep that name in mind for a little bit later because trust me, it all comes back around. The description of the GoFundMe account states, on February 10th, 2022, Maddie Russo found out she has pancreatic cancer and has been going to battle ever since to win this war. Maddie is currently undergoing vigorous chemotherapy and radiation treatments. They make her very sick, but just like the Maddie we all know, she never gives up and is a fighter. As one can imagine, this diagnosis has been very hard on Maddie's family. Just like with any cancer diagnosis, the cost of medical bills, gas, meals, and expense can be a burden, and that is something this family should not have to worry about. If you are able to, donations would be greatly appreciated to help cover medical expenses and to allow Maddie to focus on one thing only, which is to show that she's stronger than cancer and will beat this. Please donate/share if you can. The more attention Madison received, the more money went towards that GoFundMe account. But this was more of a lie that she had to consistently